We're going to run with a Jetson Orin, a local model running Llama, and also a OpenAI LiveApi with agentic behavior. So this model, as you see in front of you, will be able to speak using natural language in the context that I'm going to provide. Also is running MCP, so if there are other things that we want to import, tools, functions, etc., we can grab them dynamically as we move along in a private MCP server that I'm hosting, so there's no risk of the MCP server being hijacked. So this is a model by Realbotix. Has a bunch of servos in the head and neck, and looks visibly not uncanny, just enough human looking so that we could interact with people, but not too human looking where it would be disturbing, or at least I don't think so. And then the idea is that this model will be used in situations where you want to convey some personal information without seeming like a robot, but you're yet a robot. So eyes move, mouth moves, looks like the cheekbones move, and neck. And it's just quite excellent. Got a lot of fanfare at CES. So what we're like to do is bring that into our world where we're giving it dynamic content, even possibly connecting it to heads and arms and shoulders and things like that. And even one day, legs and feet. So that's definitely on my agenda to make something like this work. It's a little bit noisy, so I'm going to be speaking over the content from this point on. But I hope you enjoy this look into Aria from Realbotix. I'm working with Aria today to try to figure out if Aria can take agentic commands given an MCP server and a few other tools. So I'm going back and forth here, as you can see, making Aria's face do different movements, make it move left to right. And I'm doing this just in the browser in a Flash server that I have running on top of ROS. So you can see it goes back and forth, the different head movements, smiles, anger, sadness, etc. And the idea is I'm going to have the agentic models based on the conversation change Aria's face to sadness, anger, keep the context over the course of a conversation, and then also allow Aria to see what she's looking at, see who she's talking to, and also use speaker diarization. So you can see me going back and forth. It's kind of boring, so I'm just making her smile and anger and all of those things just in the browser and typing very slowly. But at some point, we're going to do more, have Aria actually talk. And you can see here, Aria is starting to talk. And this is live chat that's about to happen here in a minute. Okay, so live chat getting started. And as you can see, as I'm starting to speak, Aria is starting to respond. There's some head movements. Very cool. The one thing that's not working as designed, I believe, is the look left, look right. And
Hello there.
That would be kind of useful, I think, if we got to the point of having the camera operate, which should be working this weekend.
Hello again. How can I assist you?
As you can see, there's Aria speaking. I said something like
a network issue.
Asked about how she was doing. I'm really bad at dialogue with robots, so I have to figure out how to make that better. But this weekend, what I'm going to work on is if Aria sees you, Aria will proactively say hello. And as you can see, Aria is there talking. and it's getting all this back
Looks a
from
little
my
high,
Agentic
but,
AI. I have
wonder
two
why.
versions. I have an online version using, using OpenAI, and that's the live API, and I have an offline version that uses a Llama combination of Gemma 3 and Quen 3. And I think the idea
doing
is
well.
to eventually use Llama 4, which seems to be much bigger and broader, has the ability to use tools and multimodal, so the camera. And so there we go. As I'm speaking live, I'm hearing the audio in my headset
Let's talk about
first
dogs.
before it's given to the robot, because it's going over a WebSocket. And so it takes a little bit of time to get there. And also the entire audio stream is being streamed back into my head. The idea is that if you have the live embodiment of the robot can speak. But if you have just the live API, then we can push that to a simulator and actually even push
like
that
dogs?
to, you know, a headset that has a visualization like a Vusich Blade or a Apple Vision Pro or Quest 3, those kinds of things. So there she goes. She's speaking. It's a little bit errant because
I have a
I'm
dog.
stopping
He's 9 years old.
I was too close to her, so she's kind of picked up the feedback from the microphone. So that's why you kind of hear her kind of go off on her own a little bit. But there we go. We got Aria speaking. Pretty soon, head will be moving in the right direction, and the camera. And we're going to add that to our already existing arms and hands. Have a good one.